What is happening, guys? It is your main man, Matt, from the DFS 5-pack, rocking it solo. It is Thursday, November 4th. I know that. I don't even need to look because it is my sister's birthday today. So big shout-outs to her. Happy birthday. That being said, we've got a small, normal, 5-game NBA slate tonight. Hopefully everyone's had some good success recently. It's been a nice start to the season. Looking for that big takedown. Hopefully it's coming soon. I like this slate, though. Wanted to wait a little bit until we got some injury news. Got a little bit with LeBron being out, so makes it a little bit easier to break down the slate. That being said, it would probably help if I pulled up DraftKings if we wanted to talk about it. So let me do that. And big shouts to Ryan for covering the football today. I got basketball. He's got football. Write-up will be out to our customers at normal time. This video is just going to be a public video, kind of members-only style. So, got DK pulled up. Let me share this screen. We'll be on our way. All right, so Philly and Detroit. Bunch of pieces in play in this game. With Tobias Harris out, obviously Ben Simmons out, Korkmaz now questionable. I think Embiid is a really strong play if he plays. I mean, it's a back-to-back, so he might be out as well. If he's out, I think you just lock in Drummond. As far as the filler guys go, I mean, with Korkmaz now questionable and Danny Green out, already talked about Harris and Simmons. It's hard not to just lock in Matisse Thybulle. Where's he listed at? Where's my boy? Oh, he's all the way down to 3,600. He was 38 yesterday, I thought. No, he's 4K. So price down a little bit. Listen, he's not a DFS monster. He does not score. He's not a good offensive player, but he's an elite defensive player. And if you're telling me this guy's going to play, 38 minutes or close to that, 3,600, it's hard not to just plug him in. So value all over Philly. Georges Niang has been really good lately, has shot the ball very well. Kind of expect that to come back down to earth soon. So in cash games, I like to play a lot. In tournaments, I'm kind of mad on it. That said, doesn't look like he's getting like that much love with all the value on the slate. So guess I'm kind of fine with it in all formats. As far as the other Philly guys go, Tyrese Maxey's fine. I have no issues with him. I don't think you have to play him. I'm waiting for the big Shake Milton game. It's coming. Starting to play more minutes. He's a good offensive player. I think they're going to need him tonight. Korkmaz, if he misses the game, it only makes me like him more. He's not going to get any love. And with all these other cheap Philly pieces, getting a lot of ownership, I like pivoting to Milton in tournaments. As far as Detroit goes, it's all about Cade Cunningham at 4K. I mean, listen, I know he was awful last time out and the time before that. Has shot the ball horrendously, but he played 29 minutes. He came back out even in a blowout. You're seeing him take a ton of shots, big usage. You just play him at this price point. Clearly, the minutes restriction is off. I expect him to play even bigger minutes if this game is close. He might have another bad shooting game. If you want to fade him in tournaments, knowing the ownership's going to be there, do your thing. But for me, I think you just play him and move on. One of the top plays on the slate. I mean, this kid is good. He's way too cheap at 4K, and that will show itself eventually. All in all, if Detroit can keep this game close, which I think they can, because Philly sucks on the road, I like a ton of pieces here. And just makes me like Embiid more, because if the game's close, he's going to have to be out there late. All right, Utah and Atlanta. This is a game that I think I like more from a real-life perspective than a DFS perspective, especially with the value in so many other spots. Really no one I'm looking at from this game hard at all. I think Rudy Gobert is fine, having a really good year. Offense is down with the new foul rules, so more missed shots, more rebound opportunities for Gobert. I think he's a solid play at 8,600. I don't think I'll prioritize him here because there's other centers I like, but he's certainly a look. Clint Capella playing bigger minutes, going to probably need him on the floor tonight against Gobert. I get it. Back-to-back for Atlanta, but a few teams are on a back-to-back here, so can't really look too much into it. Obviously, I like those guys more if Collins is out. Played last night and was good. The Atlanta guys are just plays for me. I don't think I'm prioritizing any of them, but I don't hate any of them either. Waiting on big news with Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's been awesome. He's obviously their best player. If he's out, I like Jordan Clarkson a lot. So when Mitchell's out, I like Clarkson. When Conley's out, I like Ingles. If Mitchell happens to miss here, I love Jordan Clarkson. I like Mike Conley. I like Ingles also. I will like them, excuse me. But the big beneficiary for me would be Jordan Clarkson. That said, if Mitchell plays, I think you can play Mitchell, but I'm not running there at 9,400, and I most likely won't have much from this game. Boston and Miami. This should be another good game. I know Boston just held a players-only meeting. I expect them to play good tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if they win this game. Tatum has not been good. The Boston guys are hard to get to. Al Horford, Boston's another team that played last night. We'll see if he plays tonight. Was awesome last night. Could see him being really good again tonight. He's expensive at 7-4. I could also see him not playing, which would open up some, would make the Tatums and Jaylen Browns of the world even more desirable. All that said, this is another game. I like it more from a real-life perspective. The Heat side looks better than the Boston side. Boston cannot rebound at all, so Bam looks like a really good look who hustled late to get there against Dallas. Solid. He's going to get a lot of ownership, and I like him in all formats. I think you start your cash games with him, and you can do a lot worse than just playing him in tournaments and trying to find a way to get different elsewhere. It's not about any one player and their ownership in tournaments. It's about the totality of your lineup. So no issues with Bam in any formats and cash games. He's a plug-and-play guy. Butler, I like. Probably don't prioritize him here, but he's been good. Pretty good matchup. If you like this game, I could see, going Bam, Butler, and throwing in like a Tatum or a Jaylen Brown. If Horford's out, makes me like those guys more, and Robert Williams becomes more in play. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see on Horford, although as of now, he's expected to play. All right, Houston and Phoenix. As far as the Houston side goes, nice to know that Daniel Tice is out already. So we'll probably see Alperen Sengun back in the starting lineup. He was not very good last time out, but he played 26 minutes. This dude is a fantasy stud. He's going to put up a ton of DFS points, a lot of steals and blocks. He does everything. He rebounds, he assists. He's really young, and he was like the best player in his pro league last year, top 10 overall pick. I'm a big fan of this kid's game at 4,100, especially if he's starting again. I like him, but even off the bench, I mean, he's going to play big minutes. This game could get out of hand, and it doesn't really matter for him. He'll play in any type of game script. If you think this game is close, and I kind of feel like Phoenix just rolls after Houston blew their wad against the Lakers and lost. If you think it's close, Christian Wood, KPJ, Kevin Porter, solid. Jalen Green, I think he'll have his moments. Hasn't been great from a DFS perspective, but shot 10 threes last time out, so got to like that. Overall, my favorite play from Houston is definitely going to be Sengun. And then from the Phoenix side, it all depends on Ayton and Campaign. So Campaign has been out the past couple of games, and that has increased Chris Paul's minutes. If he's out again, I think you see Paul continue to play massive minutes. If he's back in, I think you see Paul's minutes back down to like the 28, 29 range. I'm not looking to really play these guys here. Paul at 85, Booker at 87 in a game that, I don't want to just call blowouts because any game could be close, but I think Phoenix rolls here. There's other spots I like more. This is a game I'm not going to have much exposure to, except for Sengun, who I don't think is going to get a lot of love. He wasn't good last time out. I think he get 10x here. So, yeah, how much love is he getting? Not a lot at all. So I like that a lot. All right, last but not least, we got OKC and the Lakers. I feel like these teams always play. Starting with the OKC side, they beat the Lakers at home last time out. Oh, yeah, after they came back. Giddey looks like a really strong look at 5,800. He's been good. Like him more if Lou Dort is out. With Dort back in, it does take me off Giddey a little bit. I mean, I feel like the 20 DK point game is coming, but he's been good in every game this year, 5,800. So he's getting a lot of love. He deserves it. He looks like a cash filler and a guy you can certainly play in tournaments. I have no issues with. If you like this game, and I like it more with LeBron out, Shai's a great look. In any close game, he plays huge minutes. I'd expect the same here. I could also see the Lakers just absolutely rolling, even with LeBron out, because the Thunder suck. They still have Davis and Westbrook. So just know that going in. Speaking of Davis and Westbrook, Westbrook now becomes close to a priority at 10-7 with LeBron out. He's expensive. Davis is probable. Davis is even more of a priority. I mean, OKC has no one inside to stop him. A little worried about the blowout, not going to lie. If I'm playing both of them together, Westbrook and Davis, I definitely want Shy. I think you could fade them both and just hope that the Lakers roll. But if the Lakers roll, it's probably because Davis and or Westbrook did something, so that's risky. I think they're both really strong plays. I don't think you have to play both together, but in cash games, I probably would. We'll just do that real quick because I just want to. So let's just, all right, cash games. Take off this game. So we'll go Cunningham. Bam. Giddy. Thibault. Davis. Yeah, I mean, you can see easily can be done. And then you just have to wait and see. I mean, if Korkmaz plays, it's 4,700. Could throw in Niang and then go with like a pure punt there. You can play Westbrook and Davis together even with all these guys. I don't mind that in cash games. I think that's a fine look. I also think you can take one of those guys out and kind of go mid range with it. My boy. So if that played this lineup, let's just say I probably wouldn't, but no one I really like here at all. Yeah, so just something to mess around with. Probably would choose, like I said, one of Davis or Westbrook if I'm not playing Shy. So I'll just say this: a lot of good plays on the slate. I do think that you just really plug in Cade Cunningham and move on. I know he hasn't been good lately, but that big game's coming. The minutes are there. He's not going to shoot like 17% forever. So I'd just play him. And again, fun 5-game slate. We got football on tonight. If you want more videos, more content, more me, more Ryan, go check out the DFS 5-pack. We'd love to have you. Thanks as always, guys. Let's have a great Thursday.